Hey, hi guys. Sanbonani, Dumelang, Abusheni, hello. I hope that you're well. I hope that you guys are keeping yourselves safe during this corona outbreak. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Masikho Nontlantla Mabi's channel. The one and only favorite midwife of all times. And everything mother and child. Anyway, before I get started, guys, the whole corona outbreak, make sure that you always wash your hands. Make sure that your hands are always sanitized, like all the time. After everything that you touch, after everything that you use, just make sure that your hands are just perfect. Anyway, I hope you guys are safe and are staying at home. Guys, don't go anywhere unless there's a need. Just keep yourself safe and stay at home. Some of us literally, have to go to work. Not every single day, thank God. So when I'm off, I just stay at home because that's the best that you can do. I mean, all you have to do literally is to stay at home. I would go deep into this matter, but the last video I took 48 minutes and I couldn't edit it, and I feel like I was blabbing a lot. But yeah, this whole pandemic is bigger than Ebola. It's bigger than listeriosis, and we've been past listeriosis. We got past Ebola as well, so I'm definitely sure we can get past this. All we have to do honestly is to stay at home, keep ourselves safe. Don't go anywhere if there's no need to. I mean, if you need to go to a shop, then let it be because there is actually something that you need. This fly is literally always here when I shoot videos. I don't know. Anyway, let me not get into that. So in today's video, I am going to be discussing first booking. So I'll get into the details of all of that. I will explain what it is and just go through everything, right? So as you can see by the title of my video, it is I am pregnant, now what? So basically your pregnancy test is 2 lines. You're pregnant, now what? Also, I love being off because like I literally keep myself well hydrated. I just keep drinking water. When I'm at work, I don't drink so much water because I avoid using public toilets. Public being, you know, toilets that are used by everyone at work. So anyway, let's just not get into that. So guys, I had to plan this out properly because my last video was a lot. I was blabbing a lot like I am now. But anyway, the first thing that I'm going to address is what someone asked me. I already sent her a text, but I thought that maybe a lot of mothers may be facing this, so why not just go into it. So her question was basically about a change in menstrual cycle after birth, right? So not really six weeks after birth, because 6 weeks after birth, that's a different story. It's not really your menstrual cycle. So basically post that. So so if your menstruation doesn't go back to what it used to be, basically, right? So my advice to her was basically to go to family planning clinic or the section, yeah, family planning, go clinicing, any clinic that you're near to, so that you can discuss your contraceptive plans. I agree when it comes to contraceptives, the different contraceptives. What are you saying, girl? Anyway, you know what? I think I need to breathe. Let me breathe. Let me just calm down because, wow. Okay, so there are different plans when it comes to contraceptives. You have your injections, you have your orals, you have your tubal ligations, you have your, what is the other one? Your IUD, you have your implants. So you have a lot of different plans. So your menstruation can be affected after birth because of hormonal imbalances, or like there's a change in your hormones, so they're not as they were before. So the best thing to do is to go to a family planning to discuss your contraceptive methods. So sometimes you find that you go on your periods for 3 weeks. It happens. So if you go on your periods for 3 weeks, the best thing that would be recommended to you would be to take pills, contraceptive pills. You know those ones, the way you have the white ones and then the red ones. So you know that when you're on your red pills, that's your time to go on your periods, and the white pills, the white pills, that's when you will be not on your periods. So it basically regulates your periods. It regulates your menstrual cycle. It makes it to be 28 days. So from what I know, what I've personally experienced and what I have learned over the years, if you have problems with menstruation, they give you those pills for 3 months. But when I went to consult with one doctor, apparently it's supposed to be 6 months, right? So you take those pills for 6 months so that they regulate your periods. So your body basically gets used to that regulation. That I don't know how many white pills you get, and then you get those red pills. So when you're on your white pills, they contain, it depends on which pills you're on. The ones that I know, the FEMA, they contain progesterone and estrogen. So during your menstruation, they regulate it. So you basically have those estrogen and progesterone levels. And then when you get to the red pills, that's when the red ones don't have progesterone and estrogen. They don't have any hormone. So that is when your levels of estrogen and progesterone drop, and that's when you get your menstruation basically. So your body for those 6 months gets used to being a 28-day cycle. So every single month it knows, okay, around this time, this is my time to go on my periods. So then your body mimics that after that. I really hope that I answered your question. I hope what I said actually makes sense. Please let me know if it doesn't, and I will address it again in the next video. If not, if it's a simple ABC question, then I'll simply answer it on the comment section. Also, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter. On Instagram, you can find me on m.a6668a. Most people ask me why I have 666 on my Instagram. That number is my late brother's burial site. So yeah, it's just close to my heart. So yeah, most people ask me that. So yeah, that's my Instagram handle. And then on Twitter, you will find me at Ntlantla. Oh my god, I should actually put it down. I keep forgetting it. It's NHLANNTLA. So that double N was a mistake, honestly, but I didn't make a mistake with the H and the T. My name is Nontlantla with the TL, right? But they made a mistake, go Home Affairs. So my name was supposed to be with an HLA, which is Zulu, but it's with TLA, which is Xhosa. So yeah, that's why on Twitter I have both the H and the T. Best of both worlds. Anyway, before I start rambling again like I normally ramble, let me just get back straight into everything. I also wanted to tell you guys about a website that you can use. The other day I was watching a video about the development of a baby, so I also checked out their website. It's www.babycenter.com. So if you go there, you will see that you can calculate how far you are with pregnancy, and I would explain how the whole calculation happens in part 2 of this video. So I'm gonna have 2 parts because the first video, like I said, was very long. So I'm just gonna make this straight to the point, cut it short, just explain what first booking is, when do you do first booking, why, and what else. Yeah, the things that you get at first booking. Okay, anyway, so what is first booking? So first booking is basically when you find out that I'm pregnant, ngimithi, kimile, now what? Like, gosh, I don't even know how far I am. I don't know what's happening. You are either excited or you're shocked or you are, I don't know. There are a lot of emotions that go into finding out that you're pregnant depending on which stage of life you are at. So whatever emotion that you're feeling, another question would be, am I keeping the baby? Am I not? And personally, I would advise you to come to book even when you haven't decided whether you're keeping the baby or not, because the sooner you book, the sooner you will be able to get all these things that I'm going to be explaining. It will be in the best interest of you and your baby. Okay, so what is first booking? So first booking is basically when you find out that you're pregnant. So you go to the clinic and you go and book for your antenatal care. So anti means before, natal, so before birth care. I don't know if I'm making sense. So before delivery, before birth, before you have a baby, care. So that care during pregnancy. So that's what it is. So you attend ANC Your first booking will be when you find out that you're pregnant. Second one will be at 20 weeks. Third one will be at 26 weeks. Fourth one at 30 weeks. 34, 36, 38, and 40. The 38 and the 40 may not happen because you can give birth from 37 to 40 weeks. Anyway, I will explain this in my next, in the next one or another one. But yeah, you guys, as long as you stick with me, as long as you stick to my channel, you guys will know all of this, okay? Anyway, so that's basically what first booking is. It's when you find out that you're pregnant, you don't know how far you are, you don't know what's happening, you've missed your period, you're just going through it all. So you just come to the clinic, come to the maternity side, and we book you for your first booking. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, so where do you do it? I normally advise my patients to come to the clinic to book, because when you go to your general practitioner, most of the time they do ultrasound, they do your sonar. And when they do your sonar, that's when they can tell you how far you are, because they measure your baby's weight. They measure your baby's head circumference, they measure your baby's femur. That's how they can tell how far you are with your pregnancy, depending on the development of your baby, right? That's why they do the ultrasound. But then they don't do or give everything else that we give ANC. We give you information, we do all the head-to-toe assessment, you do everything. When you go to a GP, you pay 3 something for consultation for them to check that, oh, your pregnancy test is actually positive. And then you pay 300 and something again for ultrasound. And then sure, they do give you supplements, but you need to make sure that they contain what I'm gonna tell you about supplements in a few minutes, right? So yeah, they will give you that, but they won't give you that care that we give you, and it's for free. All you have to do is just know that you're booking everything off for that day. That day is for you and your baby to go and book. You can stay here the whole day. It's a government institution. You can be there the whole day, because sometimes there's lack of staff or anything can happen. So you just make sure that you bring your food, basically, and just you'll be there the whole day. The best thing about that is there are a lot of people who come to the clinic, and you get mixed with people who are like 30 something weeks pregnant, 20 something weeks pregnant. You can communicate, you can ask questions. But one thing that you need to make sure is, if you have any questions, ask the person who will be assisting you, the nurse or the doctor who will be helping you, because people will mislead you and give you the incorrect information, especially people at home, your elderlies. Oh my god, one day I should actually do a video about information that, oh god, that patients or clients, rather, I don't like calling my clients patients because they're not sick, they're just pregnant. So what was I saying? Oh, one day I'm just gonna make a video to tell you about the myths that you guys are told. Anyway, let's not go there. I am blabbing again. I keep bringing myself back. Anyway, that's fine. Okay, so why do you have to book? So the main reason why you have to book is because you want to know how far you are. I'm sure you want to know how far you are. You want to know, see, okay, now I need to prepare for this baby coming. How far am I? First of all. Secondly, you're supposed to take folic acid before you fall pregnant. So when it comes to pregnancy, it's something that's supposed to be planned, but most people, I have never actually come across anyone who planned to fall pregnant in the clinic. So a lot of people actually don't plan to get pregnant. So as soon as you find out that you're pregnant, you can get the folic acid ASAP, because you're supposed to take it from planning throughout your first semester. Your first trimester. Yo guys, my life. Anyway, throughout your first trimester, because that's when your baby is developing, right? So that's the second thing. And thirdly, when you book early, if there is anything wrong with your baby, we'll be able to detect it and manage it better than if you find out late, right? I don't want to scare you, but sometimes you get that your baby is not developing as it should be. So sometimes people would be advised to do TOP, which is termination of pregnancy, which is better off early in pregnancy, right? But most people decide not to, because they feel like every baby is a blessing, which I also believe that every baby is a blessing. but you get that option to terminate before you can end up giving birth to a baby who will only be viable for a few days. So yeah, so basically what I'm trying to put out there is that if you book early and problems are found early in your pregnancy, then we will be able to, then you'll have more options of management. Ne? That's basically what I'm saying. And not all cases lead to TOP. Most cases you can get treatment, you can get whatever management that will be better for you and your baby. So the sooner you go and book, the better. The sooner you go book, the sooner they'll find the sooner they'll identify whatever challenge you might have in your pregnancy, right? In pregnancy, a lot of things can happen. You can get what we call gestational hypertension, or you have had hypertension, you just didn't know, which most people call, guys, I always struggle when I talk to my clients. They call it high blood. Maybe not high blood, someone call it high blood. Because azange watla clinic, you don't know. So when you come to book for the first time, your blood pressure is a skyrocket. We can treat it immediately before it gets to what we call preeclampsia, which can lead to eclampsia and can lead to HELLP syndrome, which is something else, another topic for another day. But we can find those things. If you have diabetes, we can treat it, we can manage it before it complicates. So basically, you might have medical conditions that you're not aware of, and we can treat them and manage them immediately. We also take what we call hemoglobin to check if you have enough oxygen levels in your body. If you don't, we manage it at the same time because your body needs enough oxygen to supply to your baby. Now it's no longer about you only, it's about you and your baby. So your body needs to supply for both you and your baby. So that's why you need to book ASAP. I hope you guys are getting this information. I hope you guys are getting this, okay? Because even ultrasound is more accurate at 18 to plus minus 22 weeks. So like I make sure that my clients are booked for ultrasound at 20 weeks, and that is only possible if you come to book as early as possible. You're 13 weeks pregnant, great. The best thing about that is you will only come back to the clinic after 7 weeks. How amazing is that? Because other people come and book you find out they are 30, let's say 34 weeks pregnant, and then I'm like, okay, so you're gonna have to come back on this date, and they'll be like, so soon? And I'm like, honey, because you booked at 34 weeks, you need to see at 36, 38 and 40, meaning every 2 weeks you're gonna come to the clinic. But if you book early, you'll have those 7 long weeks before you come and see us, and then you'll get that 6 weeks, then that 4 weeks, and then after that, that's when you will come and see us a lot. But we want to know you, trust me. Unless you do things that, I'm not saying, okay, now I'm sounding like I'm controlling. I am not controlling, guys. I just really get annoyed when I tell my clients, okay, you need to take care of yourself, and they don't. I'm like, guys, take care of yourself, because this is not about you only. It's also about that baby that is growing in you, that little fetus, that little innocent soul that is inside of you. So now you need to think of that person as well. Also, very important, if you're on any chronic medication, before you come to the clinic, please wake up in the morning, eat and take your medication, because now when you're taking your vital signs, which is your BPs, your pulse, your temperature and everything, they will be ekaleni. And then I'm just like, whoa, honey, do you have a problem? Or 1, 2, 3, and the client will be like, I didn't take my meds. I get so mad. I really get mad. Anyway, let's not go there. You need to take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, it means you don't love yourself enough to take care of yourself, which means you can't love another person. Let's not go there. Anyway, so another reason you need to book early, like I said, your supplements. So supplements are basically what I already mentioned, folic acid, right? Folic acid helps with the development of your baby's neural tube, right? So sometimes other babies get what we call the neural tube defect, right? So it's to prevent that, basically. So it helps with the development of your cell. Okay, so as I was saying, so you get supplements, which is your folic acid, your ferrous sulfate, and your calcium gluconate, calcium, yeah. So your ferrous sulfate helps with I mean to say folic acid. Your folic acid helps with the development of your baby's neural tube, which later develops into your baby's CNS, which is your central nervous system, the brain, and your spinal cord. Very important, because then that determines your baby's limb function, so your hands and your legs function. And guys, actually CNS controls everything, your heartbeat, your eyes, because you'll end up anyway. No, let me not. So yeah, CNS is quite important, it's very important. And then your what's this, folic acid, it's an your ferrous sulfate is an iron supplement, so it helps with making sure that you have enough oxygen that is transmitted all over your body. That is why you also take your HB, which I said I will discuss in the other video, which explains the whole process, which I will be explaining the whole process of first booking. So what happens during first booking to reduce your anxiety and everything. And your calcium gluconate is to help you with the development of your baby's bones and all of that. So you need to take all those things at least go your first trimester. Like I said, most these supplements you must take before even conceiving, before falling pregnant, and throughout your first trimester, because that's when your baby will be developing. So that's why it's really important to book early. So number one, you book early so that you can get these supplements, because you were supposed to drink them before falling pregnant, 1.1. And then secondly, it's to identify any challenges that you might be having, to identify any medical conditions that you've been having or you might end up having later in pregnancy, to identify anything that can, I really don't want to say go wrong, but yeah, anything that can, you know, in order to save you and your baby, right? And also so that you can have a wide variety, a kuthiwa ngesilungu guys, oh yes, isilungu khoteng choice mo bophelong. So yeah, and it's for your own safety and your own babies. So anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up. I will make sure that by the end of next week I post another video. So before the end of April, I'm going to post part 2 of this. End of April actually sounds really fast, so by the end of next week, today is the 18th, so yeah, by the end of next week I'm gonna post another video. So please give this a thumbs up, please share guys. I did this. Okay, so I opened my YouTube channel to get messages across, and the reason I opened my YouTube channel was because I realized that a lot of people are getting information from wrong websites, from people that are not in the medical field and stuff like. So people are basically getting wrong information. That is why I opened this channel. So please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, please comment. You guys are welcome to ask any question. And I also had a question. Would you guys what am I saying, would you guys like me to post videos according to how everything goes, meaning first booking, your consecutive bookings, your healthcare education, and then go to after giving birth? Or should I just mix videos? I don't know if I'm making sense. So basically, should I explain the process of pregnancy and then get into birth and then get into post-birth, or should I mix the videos, because people I know are at different stages of pregnancy? So if you would like to get videos with regards to the stage of pregnancy that you are at, or the stage of post-delivery that you are at, you are most welcome to just comment down below and let me know which topic you would like me to cover. Guys, I've been having brain blocks, so please don't come at me. Do not potterize me. Do not make me feel bad about my shilungu or the way I speak, because I literally get stuck and I'm just like, what am I saying? But anyway, that doesn't matter. That is it for me. Yeah, please don't forget to follow me on all my social media platforms. I'm also on Facebook, guys. It's Miriam, it's Masiho Ntlantla, I think, somewhere there. So yeah, I'll just post them down below. And yeah, that is it from me. I love you all. Mwah, 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 mwah. Please take care of yourselves and your babies. Give them the best care that you would like to receive. Oh, one last thing I forgot to mention is that during first booking we also test for HIV. This is so random, I was supposed to mention it before. So we also test for HIV. It is very sad that most of the time you find out you are HIV positive at first booking, and you just really need to take it in at that time. You're pregnant and you're HIV positive, and it's just a lot to take in. But the sooner you find out that you're pregnant, the sooner you can start your ARVs, the sooner you can protect that child from getting the virus itself. I always tell my clients that you were blessed enough to be born HIV negative. So I believe that even the baby that you're carrying deserves that chance to be born HIV free. So the sooner you find out that you are HIV positive, the sooner you can start your ARVs, the sooner we can make sure that that viral load is suppressed to lower than detectable, and that CD4 count are able to fight off that virus for you. Yes, so with every visit at the clinic that I'm working at, we test for HIV so that we make sure we'll see you negative throughout the pregnancy. And I also always emphasize to use condoms throughout your pregnancy. I know, see, it's hard not to use a condom, but guys, let's just be honest. This is life we're talking about. You don't know what your partner is doing out there, with whom and why. So the best thing to do is to protect yourself. And now we're thinking about your baby. Like I said, it's no longer about you only. You're the you know, as a mother, when you're a mother, a woman, this is your baby. There is a father, but this is your baby now. You are in charge of taking care of that baby. So just protect it from all these illnesses. You get your syphilis that can affect your baby, you get your HIV, you get your different STIs. So just to protect that baby, please just try to use condom throughout your pregnancy. You don't want to end up finding out that you are pregnant, you're HIV positive during pregnancy. It's a lot of stress, first of all, and now we need to make sure that that baby doesn't end up having the virus itself. So please use protection at all times, please, guys. Anyway, peace. Love you all so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I will see you guys in part 2 of this video. Please don't forget, thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to press that notification button. Love you all so much. Bye.